welcome to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Legacy. We are in the year 1337, and it is the start of our 100-Year War. And as you can see on the timeline, we have to start with part 1 of the 100-Year War, and we need to roll a d4 for any male sim, teen to adult, to see if they head to war. So we are going to be starting off this episode by doing just that. But before we get started, we do have a historical fact that we need to go over. So let's jump over to that site. So for this historical fact, it says the 100 Years' War is the name historians have given to a series of related conflicts fought over the course of more than a century between England and France. The causes were complex and varied, but included English territorial and dynastic ambitions in France. The war began with Philip VI's confiscation of Gascony, which led to Edward III of England to declare himself the rightful heir to the French throne, which is why the war between England and France began. So this is what started off this war that we are now entering into, and we are going to be seeing which one of our sims are going to be heading off to war by rolling a d4 for any male sim between teen to adult. So we are going to go ahead and jump into the game and see which ones of our sims are going to be heading off to the war camp. They have to go and move into the war camp, which is which is located in France in the game. So I will show you where that is located once we place our sims in the war camp, because I have placed a camp in France in our game. And we will put them in the war camp for 5 years if they are drafted to go to war. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Okay, so we are in game, and the first family that we are going to be rolling for to see if the males have to go off to war is going to be this Harding family. There are two young adult males in this family. We have here Everard Harding and Philip Hammond, and they are both going to be rolling to see if they have to go to war or not. So our first one is Everard Harding. So we are going to pull up our dice and see if they have to roll and go to war or not. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice. So for Everard Harding, if he rolls a 4, he has to go to war. And he rolls a 3. For Philip Hammond, he rolls a 3, so neither of those go to war. Then we have the Monastery family with Sten. He is a teen, so we will roll for Sten to see if he goes to war. And Sten rolls a 3, so he is safe. Then we have our Petechia family, and in the Petechia family, we only have Tellero the father, so we're going to roll for Tellero. Tellero does have to go to war. And then we have the Ledford family, and in the Ledford family, we just have Irvin Ledford, again, the father of the family, so we'll see if he has to go to war. He also does have to go to war. There are no male sims in the McNulty family to go to war. I'm going to save our family for last, so let's go ahead and skip over to the other town. There's no males in the Arundel family here, so we're going to go to the McGrath family. In the McGrath family, we have Bernard and Tatum that need to roll. So we'll go ahead first and roll for Bernard. Bernard is safe. Tatum goes to war. And then we have the Arundel family, and down here we have Ernie Arundel, the father, who needs to roll. And he is safe. And then we have our family that we need to roll for. So we'll find out if Edward has to go to war So let's go back over into our family and see if Edward is safe or not. Okay, Edward, it's your time to shine. Are you going to war or not? He is not. He is safe. All right, so the people that were going to war is Irvin Ledford, Tellero Petachia, and Tatum McGrath. So we will go ahead and put them in their war camp. So this is France here in the game, here in Brundleton Bay. This is the war camp here. So I'm just going to move Tatum into the war camp here, and then I'll put everyone into the war camp with him. So let's just go back to managing households, and we will put Tellero in with him. And then also Irvin goes. So they are now here at the war camp, and let's go ahead and take a look at the camp, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this is our war camp here, and what it looks like. It is obviously dark out, so it's going to be a little difficult to see, but it is surrounded by a wooden fence, and they inside here have some places where they can practice their archery, and in here is their washroom area. I may change this actually just a little bit. This is their washroom area here, and they have their shower and their tub and their toilets and a sink and just a little lighting area. They've got a place where they can do their wash, and so we love that for them. And then we have over here, this is their dining area where they can eat. So they've got their dining hall, their mess hall, whatever you want to call it. So they can cook and eat here. There's a blacksmith area here. This is their place where they have their lodging in their tents, and more blacksmithing areas here. And then a place here where they can just sit around a fire and kind of have some camaraderie here. And this is pretty much it. So they can do some blacksmithing, they can do some archery, they can do some laundry, and that's pretty much it. They're not going to have a whole lot to do here on the war camp, other than practicing and honing their skills for war. So that is what they will be doing here while they are at camp. So we will go ahead and leave them here at camp, and we are going to head over to Hilda because we need to age her up to a teen, like a full teen. She ages up to a full teen today, so we also need to be getting her ready to get herself married. So we'll be seeing Hilda today, and she is in, as we know, the monastery. She is going to be getting married soon, which we love. And so we'll have to find her someone that she can marry. I figure she will probably marry one of the Sims that Leah Maria has made for us. So we'll have her meet one of them and see how she gets on with them so that we can go ahead and get her married. Now that she is aging up to a full teenager, she will be 16 years old. and I believe she'll be 16. I think that's how I have that aging set up. Yeah, she'll be 16, and she did roll that she needs to marry and have 7 children. So we will just go ahead and fully age her up to a full teen and get ready to go ahead and have her get married. Or it would seem that maybe she already aged up to a full teen. Let me check here, because it says here, preteen base, add preteen trait. So there's a good possibility it already went ahead and aged her up. It looks like maybe she's already aged up to a full teen all on her own. So we love that for her. So I don't have to go ahead and do that. She's already aged herself up to a teen all by herself. So I guess enough time went by that happened all on its own. And that happened while we were just playing. And so I don't know. Maybe is Sten? Did he age up also to a regular teen? Yes, he did, I guess. Okay, he should be a preteen. All right, so I made him a preteen. She's a teen. All right, and I'm going to make him also quit school. And let's save. All right. So we are here with Hilda, and we just need to obviously let her go ahead and meet some of the gentlemen that she can potentially marry. So we are going to go ahead and let her go over and do that. Everyone's hungry in this household. I don't know what the deal is, but clearly they're not taking care of their needs. I don't even know where the kitchen is in this joint. Oh, here it is. Let's get someone in here to cook. Can you come in here and cook something? Breakfast. Eggs and cereal. Let's do eggs and soldiers. Party size. That's fine. All right. We will get Edith to come in here and make some food for everyone. And then after everyone eats, we'll go ahead and we will take Hilda over and let her meet some young gentlemen that she can possibly marry.
This Grobel. Ugh. Yes. Krabal Renka. Duma. Oblish. Quimbolare. Oh, yes. Sator.
All right, so everyone's going to come over and grab a serving of this food.
Penkubu.
So they're just having some eggs and toast here. We absolutely love that.
Kisana Snaby. Oompafreed.
Oh.
Hilda seems to be in a pretty fine mood. She has no idea that she's about to get herself, betrothed, but she is definitely going to go meet someone and hopefully get herself married, because we need to move her on in getting herself married, and she'll be the first of Blossom's children to move on with her life and you know, get out of this monastery. She has been here in this monastery for a very long time, these children being orphaned here. So, you know, obviously Sister Alicia has done her best to try to raise these children since they lost their parents, but, you know, it's time for Hilda to move on. All right, Hilda, you can go to the washroom, and then we will take, I think I'm going to take Edith with her so that she'll have an escort for meeting the gentleman. I know that Edith probably wouldn't mind going with her, considering they are family. So we will have her travel with her. So Hilda and her will travel. Oh, she never went to the washroom. Well, that's just going to be great. Looks like the only one that's there right now is Hammond, so it'll be the only one that she gets to meet, but that'll be fine. Maybe they'll get on. Okay, you could at least put some real clothes on. Go ahead and change your outfit into your everyday clothes, please.
Vroom.
Chorg.
I'm just going to have her go knock on the door. That way we can have access to the house, and then maybe she'll be able to go ahead and go in and meet this gentleman. All right, there he is. So let's just take her in and have her do a respectful introduction to him. She has got to wee, and she is pretty tired. So I don't know how long we'll be here chatting with him, but we're going to, you know, try to get a little bit of friendship up with him.
The zoo whiffed in a bay.
Blarfe bar, darbe flagge day.
Oh, Chorg. Perry. Passanoo.
Gibbs.
Suna.
Jibbakaloo.
So she's going to ask him if he wants to go out and gaze at the clouds with her. So they're going to go out and they're just going to take a look at the clouds and do a little bit of cloud gazing and getting to know one another while they gaze at the clouds. It is a little bit of an overcast day. It's quite warm out, but they are going to just take a look at the clouds, get to know one another, and spend a little bit of pleasant time together. And they seem to be pretty inspired, both of them, which I love. I love that they're inspired by the day and by each other's company.
Miko Neef, Weber Tobin, Ubila, Yarps.
Their friendship seems to be going up pretty good, which I love. I do want her to do a little bit of flirting with him. Ask him if he's single.
Miko Neef, Chaka, Zorb.
You're going to have to go to the washroom.
Oh, Kabla Yami.
Oh, Sarborina.
Miko Neef. Chaka, Zorb.
Ooh.
It says, looking at the vast sky brings inspiration that anything is possible. So she is really having a good time cloud gazing with him, getting inspiration, and it's making her realize that anything could be possible. Maybe she thinks even that her being able to woo him could be possible, and that maybe something could come of it. Hopefully that is the case. I would really like for them to be able to get a little bit of romance. She is suddenly really feeling hungry. She's got to go to the washroom. She is really in a bad place with her needs. So, I don't know. But I am going to have her do a little bit of flirting with him. She has learned that he's single. Please don't wee in front of him.
Schmazol Yabina. Ukaru. Yeftime Abasani.
Get off your notebook and
Shavy. Bully Glanvush.
Purple Perapanar. Kirasha Yabasani. Shirsha Gibaru. Quinharp.
Sul. Chobaba.
Mipin grilled meat. Meat.
Dag.
Brumbea Hoopitu.
Okay, seriously, go to the washroom before you pee yourself. And then you can come back and talk to him.
Sakaba.
Panza Kaleng. Sepoma Bamwosa. Binja. Oh.
Sanadayola? Oh, Shubirao. Hampe Tibanu. Squame Quaz. Shippy Zerv. Ravobi Hapiam Hebony.
All right, so we're just going to have her do a little bit of flirting with him, see if they can get a little bit of romance.
Oh, now.
A pleva zapple.
Oh, we've learned that he's unflirty, so it may be a little difficult for us to get some romance with him.
Ooh.
Frong, Swish, Garza, Tom.
Narimo? Henosa. Devep? Oh, Boosa.
Is the other gentleman here yet? Doesn't look like it. She's having a lot of trouble with this one. They're having offensive conversation. Her flirting with him is making him really uncomfortable because he is an unflirty sim.
Vix? Charky Fibna.
Ooh, Sarp Stark.
Rangoya.
Yeah, he doesn't like it at all. It's making their friendship go down even. Okay, this is not going well. We are going to take her back home so that she can get something to eat because she is desperately in need of hunger and energy. And we will maybe have to see about possibly someone else in our world that she could maybe get on with. We do have some other Sims, I think maybe that she might have a chance with. We'll have to look and see what other teens we have in the world. But I don't think that he is going to be available for her. He is really, really not getting on with her at all.
Ooh, Yanabi. You're blick on Chibi Gurgadal.
All right, go get you some food and then get you some rest. She's a little bit clumsy. She's feeling pretty embarrassed. And it says, hold your horses. She had an awkward encounter as well and is needing to hide from having some awkward conversation. So she really did not do well with that meeting of with him, and she is really feeling like she probably should have just not gone and seen him, and she's feeling like that was a flop, and really it kind of was. She's thinking, who else could I possibly talk to maybe find someone to court and marry, because honestly, I'm not getting any younger. Look how sad she is. And she's very uncomfortable from being so exhausted. She's thinking, this was such a long day, and I never realized that trying to put yourself out there to find love was so difficult. It's not difficult for everyone, but it's definitely difficult for her. Okay, dishwasher, really? Clearly I need to go through this monastery and give it a bit of a makeover. All right, she's going to take herself a little bit of a nap, and then we will see who else is in the world that she can possibly woo. And that was not a very good sleep, was it? Take yourself another bit of a nap. Get yourself a little bit of rest up. My face is a mess. I can't go anywhere looking like this. What can I do? It's fine. Don't overreact. Manners have increased. Okay, that's wonderful. And we will take a look at the managed worlds and see what houses have some teenagers in it and who she could possibly maybe get in a relationship with. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we are going to take her and Edith, and we're going to travel over to another house to see if she can possibly woo someone and get in a bit of a relationship with one of the teen boys. School is stupid. You don't go to school, so it's fine. So they're going to travel over to this house, the Becker residence, and we're going to see if she can get on with their teenage son. So let's see how they get on. Okay, so we have arrived here at the Becker residence. This is Angelo Petechia. This used to be the Petechia residence, but someone married a Becker, so now it's listed as the Becker residence. But this is Angelo Petechia. He is obviously Tellero Petechia's younger brother. So we are going to get her to talk to him and see if she and he can get along very well, and if so, hopefully they can kind of have themselves a little bit of a nice relationship.
Yeah, so. Big nuts.
Metso.
Oh,
Crifoba.
Gibbs?
1G? Oh, nervous Meeb. Oh, Kosoma Balanila. Borf.
Post.
Kanad.
So they're talking about the local fishing spots, and she is just trying to obviously get him to be interested in her. She's gazing into his eyes and stroking his cheeks and doing all of these things that she thinks that she needs to do to get someone interested in her, but he seems to be kind of bored of the conversation. Although he does seem to like her singing, and it seems to be working on him a little bit. He's taking these advances pretty well. Let's see what she thinks of him. They have a little bit of romance, it looks like. It says there's a romantic interest. It's too early to tell, but there could definitely be something there. It doesn't show that she finds him attractive or anything like that.
Yes.
But they do have a little bit of romance. They're going to do a little bit of cloud gazing to see if we can get their friendship up. That's her go-to, you know.
Tom Kupu. Bow.
Oh, Crown Meep.
Zarba.
So obviously this cloud gazing gets their friendship up pretty well, and we love that for them because their friendship is going up really, really fast. Now if we can just get their romance to go up as well, that would be really, really wonderful. I am just going to get her to flirt with him a little bit once they are done with this cloud gazing and see if we can get the romance to go up some. She is once again hungry. She must be a glutton or something. She is not a glutton, so why is her hunger constantly going down? I don't know. Come over here and flirt with him. And ask if he's single.
Oh. Wixon.
Amiva.
Oh.
Sula.
Ah.
Floy Masharnu.
Mm.
Ah, Yoyim. Meshka Frank.
Yes.
So we learned that he is single,
Ah, Maurice.
and their romance is going up a little bit slowly.
Uh-huh. Huh. Oh.
Cleva Ooks.
Ooks? Ipelzo.
Ah.
Vicara.
Mhm.
Very slowly, but it is going up slowly.
Santo Tobino. Vibna.
Uh-huh.
Joba.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Kazoom.
Woony.
Kuzip Quimp. Bumpler.
Oh.
Bull.
Yahoo!
Ah. Ina. Huh. Cleavar.
Oh.
Tobino. Zuba Kanibu.
Uh-uh.
Oh. Hee got some
Stevie.
heat.
Uh-uh.
For whatever reason, whenever she starts to try to romance them, it's just
Kalingo Nopsa.
not going well.
Karanga.
Sounds-
Boyf Gaunim.
Ah.
Subau Gaunim. Flurbis. Rolshpa. Ularb.
Uh-huh.
Benarla, huh? Oh.
Oh.
Imbris.
Mobsy Grosh?
Ah.
Aww.
Ah.
Blech.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, I don't think he's down with her either. I don't think he's interested very much.
Ah. Nooch.
Nah. Gelna. Defuni. Hanyoza. Meshka Kara. Oh. Enloy. Sarpava. Elfonso Arfanaya. Tawenga.
The only time he's really happy with her is when they're stargazing or cloud gazing. Anytime they're really having conversation, their friendship and things seems to go down quite a bit. So I don't know if he is the right match for her either, unfortunately. But we are probably going to go ahead and send her back to the house because she needs to get hunger and energy up once again. And we are getting close to it being the next day. And when it is the next day, it is going to be time for us to go ahead and age up Isabella McMathan, which is her sister, to a preteen. So we will do a roll for her to see if she's going to be able to survive her birthday roll for turning into a preteen. So let's go ahead and switch over and see about all of that. All right, let's go ahead and get her to get to bed here. This house definitely needs to be reworked, but we're just going to overlook that for now. But let's go ahead and get everyone to handle up on their needs here and get them into bed, and then in the morning, we will roll for Isabella to become a preteen. Isabella is here in this bed. She is a child now. She'll be, like I said, aging up to a preteen. She needs to go to the washroom and get something to eat desperately. And then I can get her back into bed. Look at her. She's like, oh my gosh, I've really got to go to the washroom. Yeah, you poor thing. You also need to eat really, really badly, and you know. As you know, Isabella was the child of Blossom and Flanagan before they passed away. It was the only child that they had before they passed away, and so she is going to be aging up, hopefully. Hopefully she survives her birthday roll. Alright, you need to go to bed soon, Edith. Everyone needs to go to bed.
Yekla.
Alright, you go to bed. when you're done washing up. Because you have a big day ahead of you. We have to find out if you are going to be aging up. Oh, is this why no one can use these beds? Oh, hell, I can fix that. Go to bed. All right. And everyone is going to bed, and then I am going to, like I said, roll for Isabella in the morning here and see if she's going to live. So let's go ahead and head over to our spreadsheet. So for Isabella, as we know, it is Tuesday. Here, let me just highlight that. It is Tuesday, and she is aging up to a preteen. For preteens, they can't roll a 7. I believe. Yes, a 7. So let's go ahead and go over to our dice for a D20 dice. If we give it a roll, she rolled a 1, so she does survive. We freaking love that. So she gets to age up to a preteen. Oh, look at them loving on one another. That's so sweet. Hilda, why are you constantly needing to go to the washroom and eat? And you never want to take care of your needs. I don't understand. Sten, you need to go to eat something too. His family is in shambles. All right, let's go ahead and get you out of bed here, youngin', and that way you can go get yourself something to eat. It is your birthday today, which we love. Oh, look. Is that your dad? No, it's Lance. Lance.
Wait, Bo.
Why are you haunting the monastery? His tombstone must be here somewhere.
No, Shersha.
Oh, Hilda, you and your erraticness. Grab a serving of this. All right, and you, young lady, are going to be aging up to a teen. All right, let's go ahead and roll, and she's going to be a party animal. Okay, then. Well, we love that. She is also fearless, good, and art lover. And we are going to make her, let's do nature and a freelance botanist. And let's go ahead and hop into cast with her and give her her makeover. Okay, so Your hair is fine other than it's not the right color, so we'll change it to the right color, and let's go ahead and put you in the right clothing. And for your shoes for this one. Okay, and there is our Isabella McMathan all finished as a preteen. And let's go ahead and hop over into our main family and check in on them. As you can see, our lovely Rose is very, very with child, and she is about to burst, it looks like. What does it say? She is in her 3rd trimester, about to give birth at any time. We love that for her. She is so adorable. Oh my goodness. So we got here just in time, it would seem. Let's go ahead and bring Edward home and just check on everyone's needs and see how they're doing. Everyone seems to be in fantastic shape. We love that. We are just going to go ahead and make sure everyone is doing good. I am probably going to, oh, she needs to go to the washroom, so I'll let her do that. And then after she's done using the washroom, I will go ahead and get her to cook something for the family because it doesn't look like there is any food here. So we'll get her to do that. And Edward, why don't you go ahead and put this laundry away? And you guys can come out and feed the chickens. And clean the coop and collect the eggs. So you can do that one. And you can do this one. And little Gregor, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just gonna go and use my diaper. Well, we love that. Edward, you can come and repair this because it just broke. Alright, the children are collecting the eggs from the coop, which we love. We got 4 eggs. Oh, what's wrong, little Gregor? What's wrong with you? You're sad because you have diaper rash. Okay, well, you know what? We can totally get her to help you out. Change his diaper. And you can probably even give him a bubble bath.
Oh, Umu. Ooh, Yamala. Parsagafrabe. Maranoi.
And he got 4 eggs as well. We love that. Alright, so John is uncomfortable from having a loose tooth. Alda is doing great, but she does need to come in and grab some food. Oh, crap. She didn't finish that stew. You're going to have to finish that stew. Or maybe he can finish it. Can you come finish the stew while she's doing the bath? So we are in a new season. We are in summer now, and we did roll for the season, the new season, and we rolled for a bug zone. As you can see, we do have some dead plants because we used to have a blight zone, and so we lost some plants in our blight zone, which is unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and get him to dispose of the plants that did die. So I'll get him to do that. I'm going to get her to come out here and just do a little bit of weeding, and she can do a little bit of watering of the plants as well. She does like doing some gardening, so that helps. I mean, she likes to cross stitch and things like that, but I found that during the harvest that she likes to garden as well. So she is very versatile, which we love. So we've lost quite a bit of our plants, like our crop, that we are going to have to obviously get more plants planted. We'll have to go and forage for some more plants to plant. But aside from that, we have a pretty good, you know, it's going pretty well. But we will need to go and get him to forage a little bit so we can get some more plants planted. Why don't you come out here and go fishing? He's like, I hate fishing. Ah, well. We could use some fish for some food. Can you throw that away? You're just going to stand there? Okay, we love that. Nale is calling him. I don't know why, but we're not answering that because no phones in the 1300s. And Edward just became good friends with Rose. We love that. She likes fishing. Yes, Alda, you can like fishing. That's great. no, she just got attacked by the bees. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen, but turns out it did. Can you go collect the beeswax and the honey out of this one since he's collecting from the other? Now Nolly's calling her. I don't know what the deal is with Nolly, but she needs to calm down. Oh, our bees are angry. Let's apply some mite treatments. They are seriously enraged right now and attacking us like you wouldn't believe. So I'm going to have her just apply some mite treatments and hopefully that will make them feel a little bit better. And maybe they won't attack us quite so badly. Hopefully. They probably still will, but... And then I'm going to have her go ahead and eat something and go to the washroom. How are you doing, little dude? You are good. Okay, but I am going to get you to grab a serving of food. And you need to go to the washroom, little miss. So Alda also this year ages up to a preteen on Thursday of this year, which is the last day of 1337. Alda ages up to a preteen, which is super exciting. I don't know if we'll be able to make that in this part of the video or not. It's just going to depend on how we are with time. Currently right now, I've already been recording for, oh my goodness, an hour. So we'll just have to see. I would like for us to get the baby's birth in this video. So we'll see how it's going to go. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. Let me give you a little bit of space there. I'm going to get Alda to come out and clean and feed the cow and just do a little bit of milking. And then I'm going to get John to come out and refill the feed and clean the shed. Okay, you can stop fishing now. Edward has tended to all of the bees, which we love. And now what? Now what can you do? Feed your beetles. And then put the laundry away.
Bayumi, Jaspa Exine. Fasanoi, Valpim, Vonti.
Aww. Gregor is precious. And he's just spending a little bit of time with Rose, getting to know his new stepmommy. He's like, I can't believe you moved in so fast. And she's like, well, you know, sometimes these things happen. Your dad needed help with you guys. And sometimes love is just, you know, sometimes you just know. And he's like, well, I like how you keep the house so neat. And she's like, oh, well, thank you. Thank you for that, I think. You're a sweet little boy.
Awavine? Sensibi Kinikiro.
And Edward's like, I should probably go in and check on Gregor and make sure he's being good for Rose. He's like, are you behaving?
Yabasani, Fatima. Bantrip Aragaba.
She's like, he's being fine, Edward. Really, he's a sweet little boy.
Wef Flem. Benu Siblerf. Koba.
Chelner. Gungane. Pardu Skidna. Fwashes a breeze.
Parsife Froben. Skuma Plonde. Meshka Craney. Possum Rubin.
Brashu.
Gregor is a little talkative bean. And we love that so much. That he's just into like really talking with them and carrying on.
Nu je hebt van ooit? Haha, Bombadil. Huh? Gifte me! Huh? Ahoo! Shusha! Woo! Them boy!
And Rose is thinking to herself, oh my goodness, Edward is such a good dad. Look at how he is with him. I am so glad that I've married him and that I'm going to be having children with him.
Pretty musky. Musky?
And she's feeling so happy for making a good friend and from having her even being pregnant. Sometimes Rose is overwhelmed with delight at the feeling of her baby growing within. She can't wait for it to be born. Well, that's good because I do think you're probably going to be having this baby very soon. Oh, she's going to wash some laundry now. And then after she's done washing the laundry, I guess we'll go ahead and let her have a little bit of a nap because she is feeling pretty tired. It's not easy being pregnant. Okay, let's go ahead and potty train this little one. Potty train Gregor. Alright, she's going to take herself a nap. John's getting himself something to eat. What are you doing, Alda? She's just hanging out with John. And he is potty training Gregor now, which we freaking love because he's the only one that, you know, he obviously needs to be potty trained because he's got another little sibling on the way. So you need to learn how to use the potty and be a big boy.
Yibs, yibs, Taruk Edna. Fibanizo, Fabanizo, Zoop Phone Shooks, Babaglubi Nusha. Balafoy!
Well, she's decided to cross stitch a little bit. I guess she had a little bit of a nap and then caught herself a second wind. We love that. And as we know, these two are jokesters. They like to constantly be joking with one another, so we love that. I love the fact that these children are a little bit more playful with one another. You know, the first generation, well, not the first generation, but Edward and his siblings hated each other, and they used to fight all the time. And these siblings like each other, and they like to joke and play around, and they get along much better than Edward and his siblings did. So we absolutely love that. It is a nice change from Edward and his siblings who were constantly fighting. How's it going there, bud? Are you doing it? He's like, I'm doing it. I'm a big boy now. Yes, you are. You're getting to be a big boy now.
Edna, Nuna Tortzarda. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh. Oh, for my glooby Nusha.
All right, Edward, you need to go get yourself something to eat because you're a little hungry. Everyone in this house is needing a little bit of a nap, so I've sent them off to go have themselves a nap. And Edward is just grabbing himself something to eat here. And he's thinking, it's all in a day's work. Today has been so great, and his family is getting on, and the chores have been done, the gardening has been tended, the cows been tended to, the chickens have been fed, and then he thinks to himself, oh, the chickens, we should probably feed the chickens again. So we're going to come out, and I'll have him feed the chickens again, and make sure that they are good and fed. Well, she's going up to clean this potty. She is a very neat sim, which we love. Oh no, she's very angry from being irritable from her pregnancy. She's having herself a little bit of a mood swing. So I'm sure she is like, I wish I could just go ahead and have this baby and be done with this, because honestly, these mood swings are driving me crazy. It would be really nice for me to go ahead and, you know, be done with this. I'm sure you're getting close.
Yafa Spar. Wogra. Vimpa. Chinoog.
Oh, stressed with strangers. I mean, she's not really a stranger, but I get it. I understand. I understand where you're coming from, love. I do. We're going to go ahead and get everyone into bed because it is almost 10 o'clock in the evening, and it is time for everyone to get to bed for the night. And of course, she's going to go into labor as soon as it's bedtime. So we will let her get something to eat, and then we'll have her baby. Okay, go and have your baby. She's like, oh my God, I have to pee.
Oh, Herxa. Duna wa nubu. Oh. 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 Oh, Discoofa.
All right, and they had a girl. So we are going to name this baby. I don't know what letter we're on, so there's that. But I think I'm going to name this baby Camilla.
Oh.
And let's go ahead and roll and see if they are going to make it. So mom can't roll a 1, and she rolls a 16. And baby can't roll a 1, 5, 10, 15, or 20, I believe. Let's just take a look. 1, 5, 10, 15, or 20. That's correct. Baby rolls a 10. So Camilla dies, which sucks. All right, so let's put it on the timeline. It is Tuesday. I hate that so much. While I'm in here, let's go ahead and let's roll for the other people that have to age up for the year, because I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this stream being that I'm getting so long. So for Marique, he can't roll a 4, 8, or 12. He rolls a 7, so he's good. And Alda can't roll a 7. She rolls an 11, so she's good. So both of them are going to be able to age up. All right, so let's go ahead and get in the game and take this baby from her. She's going to be so sad. Her first baby is gone.
Oh, Charky.
I hate that. I hate that so much. All right, Camilla is gone. Baby whisked away. A neglected baby can draw a tear from even the staunchest sim. Everyone in the house is going to be sad now because the baby's gone, which is horrible because I hate that. And then tomorrow we will have to try again for another baby with them. And yeah, I hate that. But guys, I think what I'll do is go ahead and leave. Why is he in there with her just talking to her? But that's okay. I think though I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here with her and her sadness over the loss of her baby. And yeah, we are going to pick up tomorrow in a stream in 1338. And that's where you guys will see the rest of this. So I will see you guys then. But until next time, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.